Preview of coming attractions, what we'll be able to do between now and Election Day. All the latest electronic genius stuff out of NBC with Norah O'Donnell leading it to us. Let's take a look right now at John Heilman of New York Magazine. I like your gritty approach. I'm now going to completely turn the tables on you.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yes.
Sodium pentothal time. What surprised you in Barack Obama? What was weaknesses you were surprised by? What didn't he show you thought he would show?
I thought he would be actually tougher on McCain. I thought he would be more on the attack. I think there are weaknesses in McCain on foreign policy. I thought they were very confident with this debate. You know, Obama wanted to debate about foreign policy first. They changed the order of the debates. I thought he would go harder at McCain's bellicosity, that McCain wants to get us in more wars.
Bomb Iran, that
Yes,
stuff?
right. I mean, he kind of alluded to it, but he didn't really hammer it that hard, so I was a little surprised about that. The other thing I was surprised about, though, was on the positive side. I thought Obama was sharper and more focused tonight and less professorial than he's been in any other debate.
He got to the point.
Yes, right. I mean, he was straight on.
Were you impressed by John McCain's ability to use practical anecdotes, almost like Reagan, constantly using the emotive thing? You know, the soldier that's died for his country.
Yeah.
Reference points like that, real people, real concerns.
I wasn't surprised by that. I mean, McCain is often quite effective at doing that, and I think he was effective at it again tonight. Although, to get to Nora's point, though, which I think is really the strongest thing, I mean, McCain kept hitting on this. He doesn't understand. He just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. And I thought that in the moment, that Obama seemed like he had command of these issues, right? And so to make that argument over and over again and then have your opponent seemingly as on top of the issues as you are, it seemed to kind of miss the mark to me. You need to have more of an opening. If you're going to keep hammering that point and your opponent's not really giving you anything to strike at, it seemed to me kind of to fall flat after the 9th or 10th repetition, because Obama did seem like he might have disagreed with McCain and McCain disagreed with him, but they didn't seem to be on unlevel footing in terms of their grasp of the issues.
Let's talk TV values, because in many ways, subconsciously, when you pick a candidate for president, you only pick them on not just on issues, but who do you want to listen to for 4 to 8 years? Right. I mean, it really is part of the way we look at these things. Do you think, let's start with John McCain, do you think he was too troll-like tonight? No, too much of a troll.
Yeah.
Too much I'm seriously.
No, I understand.
If people really want to put up with 4 years of that, of sitting there angrily, grumpily, like a codger, like I don't want to push it too far, but didn't he seem really contemptuous of his opponent?
He did, and you know, he hates.
He want to put up with 4 years of that?
And he hates Obama, and maybe we
wait a
can
minute,
hope that if Obama's not on stage, that we won't have to put up with that anymore.
Excuse me.
Right. That's
what he thinks of the press.
I know. It's what he thinks of almost everybody who's not John McCain.
Is every press conference going to be like that?
Right.
A troll-like performance, angry at the world?
Look, I think it's interesting that he tries to use some of the words of Reagan-like optimism, but none of the tone is there. So he says, I believe in the American people, our workforce is strong,
right.
but all of the tone is harsh and scratchy.
Is Barack Obama too Stevensonian, too much the college prof, the guy who seems to be elegantly moving and flowing, hovering above the problems of the poor, the problems of the middle class? Does he seem like he's born free of problems to the point where he doesn't connect with the average person's problems?
Well,
does he hover too much?
This has obviously been a problem for him throughout, right? He's not made the emotional connection with voters in the way that if he had, the sale would be done by now.
Has he had a bad week in his life? It doesn't seem like he has.
Well, I think there's a question of what his life has been like versus what the appearance is.
Right.
I mean, he's a guy who has struggled through it.
Exactly.
I mean, he's from a broken home, et cetera, but none of that comes through. He comes as though he's to the manner born, even though he's not at all to the manner born.
Does that mean the guy working in Scranton who's been laid off can connect with this guy?
It seems a little effortless for him, and like maybe just a little excessively effortless.
Some people have had a tougher in life always send off the signal. It's been easy for them.
Yeah.
And it really ticks people off. Anyway, thank you, John Heilman. Much more from the University of Mississippi when we come back. Hardball special coverage, our 3rd edition tonight. You're watching. By the way, you can tell we're not taped, can't you? We're coming back more with what happened in the debate. We'll be right back.